Infernal Shrine seems to be one of the preferred maps here today. Again, we have our final, finally. Virtus Pro against the Sandwich Monkeys. The first game in the best of 3 series here at the end of the Storm Qualifier. And guys, let's just put it like this. We are actually in a situation where we could theoretically see Greymane finally. He is allowed, and I know that Sefkasha has been practicing with the hero a ton. Now we finally have also a best of 3 series where teams can adjust their picks and bans a little bit more. Virtus Pro with a target ban right away. Tacita is being banned out, and if you've been watching the last few games, you know why. The Sandwich Monkeys, they love to play Tacita solo, and Virtus Pro, they know it. And they immediately said like, alright, we're going to target ban Tacita against you, and now the Sandwich Monkeys are probably thinking, well, do we this time let Tyrande go through the draft again and lock down Kel'Thas for us, or how are we gonna play this? This is probably what's gonna be happening here. So right now we have, Sandwich Monkeys. They have several times not banned Tyrande, but instead allowed Tyrande for the opponent and then took Charism for themselves. So that ban on Tessa is probably shaking that draft up already a bit, and yeah, indeed it does. So in this case, they actually locked down a ban on Reyna, allowed Tyrande for Virtus Pro, which would then give them Kel'Thas, of course. So this is starting to become a pretty interesting one. Porhase, or Porhase, thanks for the donation, my friend. Thanks for the support, bro. People are waking up here.
I'm still doing the banana handshake.
Fair enough, dude. Yeah, we had a fun tournament today, I have to say. Like, good games and pretty cool community. Quite a bit of viewers there. It was kind of nice today. We're not even done. Like, I mean, we're going straight into our first final map, which is also going to be pretty sweet. But yeah, for now, a couple of things that we have here as Virtus Pro are locking down Tyrande finally. They've been thinking for a long time about it. They know how the Sandwich Monkeys have been drafting, and they're just basically saying, okay, let's do it. We go with Tyrande here. She is amazing. Let's try and lock down a good tank for her too, and then we'll see how we are going to fare there. They have, of course, 2 more picks before we're going into the bans, so they will be able to lock down one of those frontliners anyways. The Sandwich Monkeys already with a Kel'Thas. I could see them again with Thrall in this situation now. They already know that Virtus Pro is most likely going to go straight into either Muradin or Diablo in order to combo off something with Tyrande. They could pick Muradin, I assume. Sandwich Monkeys, that is. But on Infernal Shrines, they preferred Johanna over Muradin quite a bit, and were trying to just like get that AoE in. So 2 of the heroes that together with Kel'Thas were like the core of their drafts during the tournament were Thrall and also Thrall Johanna. Thrall Johanna was really important to them. Tacita is a hero that oftentimes has been banned out. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to work out. We had a couple of great mind games already in the games before, but right now it's just going to continue. And the Sandwich Monkeys, yeah, they have to make a couple of hard decisions here. They go for Johanna immediately. They go for Johanna. They are actually afraid that she's being picked away by Virtus Pro or banned out. So they value Johanna on this map over Thrall because of the objective. That's pretty cool to see, actually. That's actually a very nice touch. And now Virtus Pro, I mean, they're currently looking at the potential Muradin, the potential Diablo, depending on what exactly they prefer in that case. We're having them in a situation where they can also then lock down a Thrall if they want him, for example. This is starting to become really cool. Virtus Pro has a great start into this draft, but the Sandwich Monkeys are probably not too unhappy with what they have here as well. They have AD-RD in their midst, and AD-RD and of course BKB, I mean, they've been around for a long time and they really know how to draft stuff. So now we have Tyrande Muradin as the combo. Is it going to be a Jaina? Yes, it's a Jaina. They pick the Jaina and they go for the full-on sniper comp. Alright, this is going to be fun. Can the Sandwich Monkeys defeat Tyrande again? The bans are coming in now first. And if I was Virtus Pro, I would ban Thrall. I would ban Thrall, no questions asked. The way that the Sandwich Monkeys have been playing and drafting throughout the tournament and before, I would ban him. The Sandwich Monkeys, they banned Diablo because they are saying, like, you already have Muradin. We don't want to give you Diablo as well. He has too much AoE on those shrine fights. And also, of course, he has that hard engage and that combo with Tyrande, and we are not willing to give you that. Virtus Pro, on the other hand, for me personally, I personally think that Falstad is not the ban to go for here. I really believe that the Sandwich Monkeys, with the way they've been drafting, I would have banned out that Thrall right away. Sandwich Monkeys, are they going to lock down Thrall? If the last few games were any indication, they will use him again, and they will utilize him in a setup now. They have been playing him throughout the tournament. They have been playing him in the last few tournaments that have been casted of them. So that would be a great hero for them. Usually they play him together with a Charism. They have to, of course, think about like which healer they are trying to add now as well. And there is Thrall. That would have been my ban. This is really where I believe Virtus.pro made a bit of a mistake. I mean, I've casted like thousands of drafts already in games, and when it comes to drafting, you're pretty solid there unless the team has a pocket draft. I really believe that if Virtus.pro would have scouted, like they didn't have the time to scout the drafts of the Sandwich Monkeys because they just finished their game and now start with the final. But I believe if they had the chance to actually scout what was going on, they would have banned out Thrall instead. So the Sandwich Monkeys, they get more or less the draft that they want. They didn't get their Tassadar, but they got the hero that they usually use to adjust to that. They got the Charism. Virtus.pro is complementing the lineup with the Zagara and the Sonya. Especially Sonya is quite common with this particular setup that we're seeing here. And Zagara, of course, is going to give you again the vision on the map and also a bit of push. But the Sandwich Monkeys have now their last pick. And with that, a bit of range damage would really be good for them. So Vala, for example. Vala, Sylvanas. Those are the two heroes that you will have to think about a bit. And yeah, it's a little bit tricky. I mean, both of those heroes are rather weak when it comes to like hit points, and survivability depends a lot on your positioning overall. But it is, especially with Vala, you have very, very strong AoE that you can then utilize. You will have only Johanna at the front line together with that Thrall. There's no Tassadar that they can pick because he was banned out, which would give them a bit of utility, but also then that AoE damage. So they really have to think about how exactly they're going to play this here. If they want to have another frontliner, then they could go for Leoric on the other hand, but then it's questionable if they really have the damage output that they want. So this is like the kind of problem they're facing right now. And they decide to go for Vala because they say, hey, we need that damage, and we need that AoE. Leoric would put them in a position where they are a bit safer and they have like a stronger front line overall, but it just wouldn't have given them enough damage. I guess one of the heroes that he could have tried to go for maybe might have been Ethereal, but I'm not quite sure if that would have been the right choice. I like the Vala choice a lot. As I've been saying at the start, Vala or Sylvanas would have been good choices, and Vala has the better AoE, at least when it comes to those on-point ability damage points that you need on the shrines. Virtus.pro versus Sandwich Monkeys, game number 1 in the best of 3 here at the finals. Let's jump in and find out which team is going to take the lead. The grand final, ladies and gentlemen. It is the last series that we have in the qualifiers for Enter the Storm Season 4. The playoffs are going to start soon, and for now, as you can see, we have once again Infernal Shrines on the left side of the map. It is a Sevkaja currently playing here, of course, for Virtus.pro. We're actually seeing him together with Lunan on Tyrande. Lunan coming in here to help out, former Kia 5 player. We see Power of Dream on Merlin, Toxical on Sonya, and Neon on Zagara for the team. And to the right side of the map, in this first game of the best of 3 series, we have BKB on Johanna for the Sandwich Monkeys, Styr on Vala, ADRD on Kel'Thas, Snow on Thrall, and Sport Billy is playing Charism. Very similar setup to what we've seen the Sandwich Monkeys draft throughout the entire day. It's really one of those lineups that they personally like a lot, and they're using that. And an adjustment in the Tyrande build already. Now that's interesting to see. Once again, we're having no Owl build here for the cooldown reduction, but instead, first of all, a snipe at the top lane against one of the towers, and also the reduction in mana. Also block take now on Sonya's level 1. Interesting talents here for sure. And at the same time, the lingering chill, which has been used for Jaina. So the teams are actually just rotating around here everywhere, trying to catch those waves. We don't really have any surprises left on the side of the Sandwich Monkeys. I mean, we already know how exactly they are playing their setup here. We're seeing them at this point with, again, Season Marksman. Snow is playing that hero the same style that he did so far, and of course he finds himself up again at the top lane where this time Zagara is currently positioned. So it's going to be that battle that he is very familiar with thanks to the last game that he played. But for now, the fight here in the mid lane, Stormballs hitting everywhere, and also that Gravity Labs trying to come into play. But of course, Virtus.pro, definitely a very strong team, and this time they were able to take down teams just in the semi-finals. The last time they lost to them, but now we have a bit of a mix-up here. It's also interesting to see that we have now Sevkaja going up against BKB, since of course BKB was formerly a part of Team Virtus.pro, left the team, didn't believe in the future on the team, and now he's going up against his old teammates. And this game starts with a kill on Charism. The top lane pressure against Snow. Spear hits, kaboom! But Toxical is not able to bring in enough damage to take Thrall down. So Snow survives once again. And still 1 kill against 0 in favor of Virtus.pro. And for now we are seeing the first shrine activated on the map. And it is an Arcane Punisher. We are starting things off with an Arcane Punisher here. Still interesting to me that we actually have the reduced mana costs for Tyrande. Usually you don't have too many mana problems with her, at least not in the later stages of the game, but the early game seems to be very important here to Virtus.pro. And of course there you have a little bit more lane sustain on the hero itself. The level 4 talents are coming in now, and it is the healing ward again. We've been talking about how strong this talent can be on the map in particular. You mostly see taken on Infernal Shrines, and this is also a great position for the healing ward. Once more, they're jumping in, and BKB, oh, he dodges quite nicely, but he doesn't have Iron Skin around, but Sefkash is paying with his life for it as well. We have a healing ward on both sides now, so also Eternal Retaliation taken again for the cooldown reduction at the minion fights. We have Arsenal, and at the same time now Snowstorm taken on the side of Jaina. So yeah, the fight is already starting, and so far we're actually having with Jaina eliminated and with Johanna making her way over. Again, a slight lead on the side of Team Sandwich Monkeys, but they lose Spot Billy, and this fight isn't over by a long shot. 2 heroes down, Thrall and Karazim dead, and that gives Virtus.pro the lead that they needed. They are behind in minions, but they can of course now make up for it with 5 heroes on the temple, starting to push in and even chasing the opponent. Sefkash, he wants the kill, and he gets it! Yes, he does! He takes down BKB, and now they move over again to complete that Punisher. And the Sandwich Monkeys are starting to fall behind. They already rotate heroes away from the shrine, instead up to the top to get some more experience. They're already behind by roughly, by roughly half a level. And the Arcane Punisher that is pushing in is most likely going to result in maybe even a fort being annihilated. Oh, they get the kill against Karazim. The Arcane Punisher jumps in, the Arcane Sentry does the damage. And now with Zagara at the top, with Sonya in the middle, the 3 heroes down here at the bot lane can at least eliminate the wall as well. Great plays here. They jump the heroes again. The lockdown against Vala and the kill against her now too. Great play here by Virtus.pro. Level 7 any second now with the additional talent. We already have the healing wall being used here, and they want the fort as well. Oh, Stormbolt actually not activated, but Power of Dream, he's zoned for the rest of his team. They have a level 7 talent now with the Endless Creep on Zagara. Ferocious healing for Sonya, the Piercing Bolt for Merlin with the double stun, and Lunar Blaze for Tyrande. Great start for Virtus.pro into the game, and right now the Sandwich Monkeys, they are getting wrecked. They really need to get it together here and make sure that at least for the next shrine they're going to be ready with the talent and then fight one of those team fights. They have great team fight control overall. We've seen that already in the games that they've played here today. But this is like the first game where they're really starting to fall behind early on already, and it is getting a little bit tricky for them. So now Toxical and Lunan, they're in the mid lane here. It's of course all about the control of the map. Neon is putting his creep tumors everywhere. With the Endless Creep, he has a very easy job of actually like keeping vision on the map. Down to the bottom, camp is being stolen. The camp is stolen, and Karazim is nearly getting wrecked, but dashes away. BKB therefore exposed, since he's the only one who's still at the side, uses the Iron Skin, and no Stormbolt to follow it up yet. So at least for now they're moving away. Good stun against him once more. Blizzard comes in too, dishes out the damage, but BKB still alive. So still a level lead on the side of Virtus.pro. Virtus.pro with very nice moves here, but now we have also the level 7 talent, of course, for the red team, and that means Fission Bomb follow through. We have once again on Karazim the Echo of Heaven, and on Eviction taken now too. Nice snipe against the tower, gives a bit more experience for them. They are close to, not really close to level 10, but they could actually theoretically try and delay a little bit more for the shrine at the top and get level 10 before that happens. We already have Sonya going straight here for the camp and trying to put more pressure onto the bot lane, which would force a reaction out of the opponent. And you can really tell that right now the Sandwich Monkeys aren't even willing to go up to the top, because they realize that their level 10 talent is going to hit way too early and that they can't fight against it. So now Jaina is actually being attacked down here. Ah, the kill against Karazim. Jaina and Karazim in the battle. Here comes the Shadow Stalk, and Sefkash gets away. Great control here by Virtus.pro. They are really finding their stride here. I'm actually liking the way they're playing this. I would say they surprised a bit. I mean, they've never been a really bad team or anything, but after those massive changes in Prague, they've been struggling a little bit more, especially since BKB then also left the team. They had to experiment with a lot of new players, bring them in, try out new heroes to play with them. And at this point, in the last 2 qualifiers, they were struggling a little bit more, but right now, they really give the Sandwich Monkeys a run for the money. And the Sandwich Monkeys came into this series as the favorite, especially the way that they've been playing this tournament so far. But now, there's nothing, I mean, this is not even noticeable anymore. This is a dominant game that we are seeing from Virtus Pro, at least up to now. Level 10 might change that again on the side of Team Sandwich Monkey, since they have then an opportunity to use their own heroic abilities. And with Sundering and the way they played it before, that could actually work out for them. But once again, they will have to face the music, aka the Punisher. But of course, we all know the games are not over until the fat lady sings, and so far I can't hear anything. So right now we have Toxical starting to secure the last few minion hits. There we go. It is a frozen Punisher this time, and they want to go for another kill on the fort. They're starting to move in, and up at the top, Neon already going through the wall. Here comes again the Owl, goes in, and the jump. Level 10s are ready for both of the teams. The Punisher already following this up immediately. Stier is trying to secure and zone, and the kill potentially against BKB. Palm saves him, and the kill against Tyrande. Potentially Sefkash dying as well. They went too deep, they wanted too much, they greeded too hard. But Thrall is down, and they still have a chance to maybe do some more damage. No, Toxical dashes away, keeps himself alive, God knows how. Uses the spear to go back to safety, and they escape. They trade in kills, and they nearly secure the kill on the fort. The Punisher is still there, moves in and puts some additional pressure on the lane right now. Wow. I guess it all worked out in the end. The fort should fall eventually. Yeah, the minion! No. The hero minion is not taking it yet. But yeah, they're going to lose that, of course, in just like anybody that moves up there is going to have an easy time taking that fort down. But it's 2 kills against 9 kills now in favor of Virtus Pro. They really dove hard for the kill. And I mean, they got a couple. But right now we're seeing once again Virtus Pro in the lead, aiming for level 13 now. And up at the top lane, of course, Zagara is now very eager to finish that keep off, that fort off so that they get a bit more experience. It was a trade in kills and still that lead, but ADRD and his boys, they have now soon also level 13. And once they have that, then Chainbolt is going to be a problem that they have to deal with as well. So Zagara at the top, taking it down, level 13 talents therefore any second right now. And that is going to give them another big lead in the game. Mystical Spear, Overflowing Light. You have the improved Ice Block on Jaina. And of course on Muradin on this map here to get more AoE out on those Shrine fights. We see Burning Rage taken. Mutalisk as well for Zagara, and with that advantage that they have, they're attempting to push the mid lane right now. Power of Dream, of course, is still eating those vision bombs that are being dashed out. We're seeing Toxical trying to go for a couple of camps in the meantime. He's trying to take those quite easily. Jaina down to the bot lane with experience in the middle. Most of those towers, or all of the towers have been eliminated, and everybody's waiting for the next temple. And there we have it, the Shrine activated. Thrall, yeah, I can't get him. Snow is actually playing a very cautious game, and I like that. But ADRD is now trying to go for a bit of counter initiation there, but the turnaround is a bit too fast. They still don't have level 13, so they don't really want to go for that fight, and for that battle. We have again, this time a Mortar Punisher at the bot lane, and they are already moving in and trying to take the camp at the same time. So very, very nice play. They try to capitalize on that level advantage as much as they can. And they even go again for Thrall, and this time Snow might be out of luck. He uses Sundering, tries to get away with it, but there comes the first stun, there comes the second stun. Thrall is down, level 30 not taken. We still have the Khaldor camp that is moving the mid lane, and at the same time 30 minions have already been eliminated by Toxical on Sonya. Great play here by Virtus Pro. A little bit greedy at times, but overall they just try to get as much of an advantage out of those slight leads that they have as possible, and it really works out for them. It's really nice play that we see on their part. They're going in already even before the Punisher is there. That is risky though, and they might actually pay the price. Zagara is about to die. She is down. The Punisher isn't there yet. They are trying to go for Kalthas. Stier and Kalthas both really low, but so is now also Power of Dream. Could have waited for the Punisher, but didn't. Moves in now, and with the chain bombs, also with Frost Shot taken, that was a bit of a risk that they took here, but they can now move up to the mid lane and drop another fort. So the rotations for them are actually quite strong. They don't push with the Punisher so much as that they try to use it to focus the attention of the opponent elsewhere. So we have them still with a very solid leading experience, with more structures taken down. The Punisher went through the wall at the bot lane. You have also Relentless on Karazim, but of course they have to react to the top lane too, which is exactly what Sefkash is currently doing, trying to make sure that he's just eliminating everything here. They are very close to 16 now, and that would be an amazing talent for them once again. Power of Dream won't have any trouble getting away from this one. Could slow down for a second, could go for the Storm Ball, uses it. Here's the dash, bit of extra damage in. Lunan with a follow-up damage, but still Jaina isn't there yet, so a snipe attempt is not successful. Level 16 talents brings us now also again into the aura for Tyrande. So we have also, in the case of Jaina, Northern Exposure taken. Stone Form, Nerves of Steel, aka Stone Skin, plus Brute Expansion, and camps everywhere. I mean, they take every camp that they can possibly get the entire time already. We're having Thrall currently waiting in the bush, trying to set up maybe a bit of a trap there. They're so far behind in experience that a snipe on one of the heroes for Virtus Pro would really go a long way. But so far, they didn't get that wish granted. The vision on the map, thanks to Zagara, is still pretty real. I mean, it looks quite nice. Know exactly what's going on here. Muradin was trying to pressure Thrall a bit at the top, but there's also Valla to consider, so he had to move back. The bot lane, on the other hand, that's where we could see a kill against Kel'Thas. AD Ardy is not getting locked down. Dodges for now. Phoenix in play. And here comes Styr with that multi-shot for the slow. And Zagara is once again very much alone. But Sevkasha takes down AD Ardy. Down goes Kel'Thas. And now Lunan about to drop. Nice palm on BKB. 2 kills against 2 kills. Tyrande and Zagara are down. But now Thrall is dead as well. And they get the team wipe. BKB is also about to be eliminated. A shrine at the top lane has been announced, but at this rate they can just go for the keep. Everybody is dead and they are starting to move in. Toxical himself, of course, trying to get a bit more fury here with the spear before he moves in against that keep. Sevkasha moves in, has enough mana to drop a bit of damage on it, and this is a great position. That 16 talent was amazing for them in that last fight, and now once more we are seeing them with 15 kills against 5. They're in a great spot here. Have to move away as everybody else is ready, and this is actually a very controlled move here. I mean, they already saw that there's right now not a lot of hit points in the core, and a lot of teams would have been getting really greedy trying to drop it, but with AD already coming in with the chain bombs, everybody being low on mana, low on hit points, they decided to move back, and they just said, hey, we can take that at any point. Right now we need to move back, we need to go for the Punisher at the top. Let's just try to take that first. And they claim a camp in the meantime, while Toxic is moving up to the top. I like the map control that they have been showing so far. I like the way that they have been trying to just like make sure that they have an opportunity to use that in the game, get all those camps, get a little bit of additional wave pressure in. Toxical, Sevkasha, and everybody else is currently up at the top lane. I mean, once again, Styr with another multi-shot here. They are, of course, trying to just like slowly push their way into this. Level 16 talents now on both sides with the Arcane Barrier here. And they're starting to move in. Power of Dream, once again with the attempt of the stun lockdown. The Shrine is being fought over. Here comes the Sun Ring. Zagara a bit isolated, but it's still good. BKB, on the other hand, is very low. Oh, Sonya is in trouble. Snow is actually dishing out a lot of damage. Divine Palm on him keeps him alive. The chain bombs. Oh, the bombs! Down they go! Double kill! Thrall is dead, but 2 heroes dying. 3 dying as Jaina is also now down. And it looks like it's going to be a complete wipe as immediately the follow-up takes down Tyrande and Muradin as well. The Sandwich Monkeys, they make it happen. They actually move onto the shrine and it looks like they are going to get their first Punisher here. And they don't stop there. They already go for the fort and trying to just like take out all of the structures they can, as there's of course an entire team wipe. They have so much control here right now, and they are going to use that. It's going to be a frozen Punisher for them as well. Giving you a bit of an idea about the damage here, just to have a quick look. They're currently having overall 37,000 damage on Kel'Thas. Take the camp away as well. Still everybody eliminated. 16 kills against 10. The lead in experience now for the Sandwich Monkeys, and with the Punisher, they are of course attempting to go for that keep now. Already working at the wall. The Punisher hasn't even been taken yet. They take down the first tower. They will go for the entire wall before anything happens here. Well, actually, they will have to move back because there's already 3 heroes alive again. But that was exactly the fight that they needed. A complete team wipe, like a dream for them. A dream come true in this situation, and they are using this now. So once again, we're seeing them moving over. We have, as the level 16 time, by the way, the Tempest Fury, and it really showed. Tempest Fury, like, increased the damage output on Thrall by so much, especially Sonya was under a lot of pressure. Look at the experience here. They are so close to level 20 right now. And if they can take the keep, it would be the first keep in the game. They jump in onto the hero, and down goes Muradin. Does he? Yes, he falls. Muradin is dead. Sonya is also trying to get away here. Oh, what a disaster for Virtus Pro. They are playing such a great game, and then this happens. Peaceful Repose has been taken now. A triple Bowl of the Storm plus the Storm Shield. They're going to go for the kill. They go for Sonya. Goodbye. Toxical is going to fall. The bombs take him down. The Punisher is on the core. And here comes the power of the Sandwich Monkeys. They make the comeback happen. They go in. Can the defense somehow protect the core? It doesn't look like it. Neon is down. BKB might die, but not that it matters anymore. They are down to 30%, 20, and the Sandwich Monkeys turn their game around and take the lead in the best of 3 series. What a play. GG, well done, and we are heading straight into game number 2. Towers of Doom, boys. We have Towers of Doom. Virtus.pro, they lost the last game and decided to pick Towers of Doom as their map choice. The Sandwich Monkeys, they made a comeback happen. IGN would probably rate it 6.5 out of 10. That's at least my personal opinion here. So they would be proud, I assume. The Sandwich Monkeys with a comeback, and they are in the lead again here at the final of the End of the Storm Euro. We're going to go into Towers of Doom. We're just going to change things up a bit. Keep in mind that Greymane is allowed. We might not see him here. We might, maybe. They have a personal strategy that they could use. The Sandwich Monkeys, first of all, with Puranda right now as the first ban. So after the last game, they just said, okay, screw this. We don't want to go up against this again. This is just like a bit too hard, especially since, of course, on Towers of Doom you can cancel an altar channel quite easily with an owl. They are just trying to get rid of it. And Virtus.pro, they don't go for that target Tassadar ban against the Sandwich Monkeys, but instead this time ban out Kelthas, which is also part of the composition that the Sandwich Monkeys have been using. Thrall would be a likely first pick for the Sandwich Monkeys, considering the way that they've been drafting so far. As a team, they prioritize the hero very, very highly, so this is one of the things that they could now go for. There's, of course, a couple of options of how you can start into a draft in this way with the first pick here. Falstead is also a very good option to take on this map, but they have been prioritizing Thrall greatly, so it might be what they are looking for at this point. There's other heroes around, like, in this case, Muradin, Jaina would have also been an option, and Virtus.pro find themselves now in a similar situation. First of all, of course, they have the chance to go into either Amelia Assassin on their own part. For them, we don't really know what exactly we haven't really followed them too much throughout the days so far, so I don't really know what they've been drafting in the games before. But one of the heroes that they definitely like to play is, of course, Jaina, that we've already seen in the last game played by Sefkasha, who's, by the way, also the player who played an amazing amount of Greymane games. Like, if you looked at his match history, he has like 20 game win streak in the Hero League on Greymane. He experimented with the hero quite a bit, so I personally think if we see Greymane today, then it's going to be on the side of Virtus.pro. So that would make it a little bit, yeah, tricky to really predict the draft here. But the heroes that we have to keep our eyes on are definitely still Jaina. We need to look for Thrall, since he might be part of the composition here again. And so far, he could also be the Zagara again that we saw before. So Thrall already taken. We expected him to be in here. We could see that Zagara as well on Towers of Doom. You can get a lot of value out of her, especially the vision that you have around those altars is incredibly important if you really want to make a couple of plays here. And that might be what Virtus.pro is looking at. They played Zagara already in the last game. Sandwich Monkeys haven't really chosen the hero yet, but so far they didn't really have to. Keep in mind that also, of course, that Tassadar is a big part of the Sandwich Monkeys composition. They love to play Tassadar as a solo support. Virtus.pro, they know that there's 2 picks incoming for the Sandwich Monkeys, so they could pick Tassadar away. They can't really ban him out, unless, of course, the Sandwich Monkeys don't take him. And they take Charism first, which has been the second pick on the healing slot for the Sandwich Monkeys. So I personally assume that we're going to see a Tassadar now taken, since I am very sure that Virtus.pro would ban him out if they get a chance. But the Sandwich Monkeys will probably pick Tassadar now, and a bit of damage, and then you can always argue, okay, what kind of damage do we want here? Do we want to have a Falstad? Do we want to go into that Zagara play? Do we want to drop Reyna, for example? Those are probably the 3 heroes when it comes to range damage that they would prefer now. Could, of course, also head into that Jaina. You have that Muradin pre-stun with the Storm Bolt, and can you put that Jaina on top of that? So that's another option that you have here. They have definitely to shift around the way that they've been drafting so far. And there's the Tassadar as predicted. Now the only question, what's going to be the damage dealer? Reyna, Jaina, is it going to be something else maybe? But yeah, the heroes that we just mentioned are probably going to be the big ones. Falstad, Reyna, and Jaina are my personal favorites that I think the Sandwich Monkeys are currently thinking about, considering the way that they've been drafting today here. But they've already been forced into a couple of adjustments, especially since, of course, Thrall has been picked away and Kelthas has been banned out. Both heroes, they've played so much, not only today, but also in the tournaments before. So they have to just shift their draft. And this is the first time, actually, today that we're going to see them with a very different composition here. They go for Reyna, so they go for the auto-attack damage in this case. Now, Virtus.pro, they can go for the ban. It's always a little bit difficult really to predict that ban now, since there's nothing that necessarily combos with what the Sandwich Monkeys have here. Could be a ban on Jaina, depends though, does Virtus.pro want to pick her? No, they eliminate Sonya. So oftentimes we see like those counter plays. Imagine, like, remember the old days when we always had on one side Khaldor, on the other side Jaina? These days, it's oftentimes that you have a Thrall against a Sonya, depending on the preferences of the team, of course, but those two fill very similar roles, and right now, Virtus.pro is just like saying, okay, we would like to take Jaina, that's why the Sandwich Monkeys ban her out, actually, and we want to deny Sonya to you, because you already have a Mirrodin, you can jump into the backline, you have a Sonya with a Spear as well, Mystical Spear on level 13, you can just, like, move in, and we want to make sure that that doesn't happen, so that we are a little bit safer on that part. So right now, Virtus.pro with the picks. Personally, I still hope for Greymane. I'm not quite sure if that is a wish in vain, but besides that, a tank is needed. There is still, of course, ETC around that you could go for. You could go into a Johanna here once again. There's a couple of really solid tanks that you can definitely get here. But if you want to have like that big sustain during the fight, then it would really be nice to go for Johanna. But of course, ETC offers you to go straight in for the mosh pit. The problem that you have with it is that we have Mirrodin already as a stun, and Reyna can help out there too. So I'm not quite sure if ETC would really be the best choice here, unless you want to go for an Uther for Divine Shield, and since they already have a support, they would have to play Karazim as a damage dealer with Iron Fist, which Team Liquid does a lot, but I don't really think that's going to happen. So personally, I feel that Johanna would be the better choice there. Sylvana's already taken. She can of course poke a bit with the Shadow Dagger here, and has also that silence available, which is going to be incredibly powerful for an altar fight, especially the ones at the top where there's not too much space. And they go for Diablo anyways. Even without Tyrande, it is Diablo. He can be very strong, but oftentimes we see him with a second damage, with a second frontliner too. But if they now use the second tank, they would start to lack damage a bit. So it's most likely going to be Diablo Thrall here for them. The Sandwich Monkeys then again, they have that Hasada, they have Reyna, they could go into the second tank at the front and then maybe add Falstad, if they wanted to. The cooldown heroes like Khaldor and Jaina have both been banned out, so something like Johanna Falstad, Leoric Falstad, those would be pretty decent options for them at this point. And could really help them here. Oh, let's not forget about Zagara. Zagara could actually also combo well with Diablo. If Virtus.pro uses Zagara for more into Apocalypse, that could be quite nice. She has great push power on the lanes as well. Zagara Sylvanas might be a bit overkill though, and leave them a little bit weaker on the single target burst damage. There's the false stat. And is it going to be one of the frontliners? Are they going to show a Johanna or Leoric here in this case now to help out Mirrodin at the front? I personally think it would be a great choice for them. Tassadar has been for them constantly a solo support. They have a bit of AoE for him with Storm and then Falstad and Reyna, and it is Leoric indeed. So they go for Leoric here, and that is going to help with the slow, with the skeleton swing, having a bit of wave clear here. Also, of course, trying to Wraith Walk in or out, depending on if you will need to interrupt the channel. And a Vala pick for Virtus.pro. I like it more than the potential Zagara here because of what I said before. You need a bit more on-point damage here. And if you go Sylvanas plus Zagara, you have amazing pushing power. But on Towers of Doom, it only gets you so far, just simply because you are never in a position where you can actually attack the core itself. So I like the setup. Virtus.pro, they have to win it if they want to force a third game and stay in the finals. But yeah, let's jump in on Towers of Doom and see who's going to take it. Will the Sandwich Monkeys prevail, or is Virtus.pro able to force this series into a third game? Towers of Doom, map number 2, and I love games on Towers of Doom. They're actually kind of fun to cast in my opinion. And for now we have game number 2, of course, between Virtus.pro and the Sandwich Monkeys. And to the left side of the map we are seeing Sefkaja for Virtus.pro on Sylvanas. We have Power of Dream on Diablo, Toxical on Thrall, Neon on Vala, and Lunarn on Karazim. And to the right side of the map with the 1-0 lead in the best of 3 series here at the final, we have ADRD on Reyna, Sport Billy on Tassadar, BKB on Leoric, Snow on Mirrodin, and Stier on Falstad. So yeah, this could be the last game, the last map of the day, depending on how it goes. We're currently seeing With the Wind on Sylvanas as the level 1 talent. For Diablo, it is, of course... Oh, it's not Soul Feast. We have Devil's Stew as the solo tank. He decided to go into Devil's Stew instead, so that if he dies, he's going to be back to business a little bit faster. In double tank setups, it's normally Soul Feast, and in this case, it's a slight adjustment on the hero. I like that. We're also seeing Reyna going for the Give Me More. We have still Falstad with Seasoned Marksman, but of course the fights are starting here. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one. On this map, coordination is of course incredibly important. Once that these altars are really in, objectives are everything here. You need to try and channel those altars all the time. Oh, they're already being attacked here, but Wraith walking out of it. But a very aggressive stance here that Virtus.pro is taking. They've already done that in the first game. And to be honest, I mean, they've really dominated the early part of the games. It was just in the late game where the Sandwich Monkeys were able to turn it around and then start that IGN comeback that we had there. So for this case, we have once again a situation where we're seeing Sefkaja Lunan just like trying to rotate a bit, but they rotate right into the opponent. But it is not of any consequence. There's nobody dying here, so it's actually like pretty well done. We currently see up at the top lane still Toxical going up against Snow here. So the two of them are trying to do their thing, especially Thrall in this case in position. But in the middle, that's where we see a big battle already happening. Leoric gets away just barely. Lunan with another quick heal keeps his teammates alive, but Sportbilly and BKB are super low and should probably try to go back and well up, especially since an altar is already spawning. And once that altar is really in play, they need to make sure that they're starting to send someone over there to at least interrupt the channel so that they can fight for it. But yeah, Sefkaja and his boys are of course eager to get level 4 before all of this happens. If they can clear a few more waves, then they will have a talent advantage in the fight itself. And we still have very, very close XP here. I mean, 0 kills on both sides, so it's not like any of these attempts were of consequence. For now, the altar is there. Same time, by the way, as we also have the minions spawning, so 2 minutes in. And there's the level 4 talent, and that means Arsenal now taken. Fire Devil, we see in Venom as the level 4 talent for Sylvanas. And the Protective Shield for Karazhan. They're starting to channel level 4 talents on both sides now. With the, once again, Hard Bones for Leoric. They go in and Lunan, barely not able to channel completely through. So the altar is still in play. Everybody's trying to go for it. And yeah, this is exactly what Tower of Doom is all about. This map is great. BKB has to move back. Neon, Power of Dream, they're all zoning. They have a lot of abilities that can really poke from a distance. Multi-shot, Chain Lightning. They go for Stier. He moves away, gets envenomed regardless though, but moves away in time. So the Sandwich Monkeys losing the first altar. You just can't fight up against this. There's too much poke. The Shadow Dagger alone, the Haunting Wave, like all that they have here. And that's the first shots fired against the core. So 36 points against 40 now in hit points. An early, pretty good start here early on that we are seeing on the side of Virtus.pro. But then again, they had a very similar situation in the last game. It didn't really turn out in their favor towards the end of the game. Once again, the draw, Toxical. Oh, nice block. Nice block. Snow on Muradin here, using that Pedo Muradin skin. Yeah, wanna have some candy, girl. So yeah, the Candy King is there and was able to block Thrall successfully from entering the safety of that base up to the top. Once again, Lunan, BKB, Stier, Snow, all at the top lane, 3 versus 1. And guess who's gonna lose that? Lunan as Karazhan doesn't have any chance of actually like pushing them back. So one tower is lost, the second one is nearly eliminated, and the wall is about to be gone. But the rotation is now there. Neon is going for Falstad already. Power of Dream is there too. Tries to get away. Nice moves actually, but it's no use. Falstad eliminated. It's a 5 versus 3 in the top lane now. They stayed a bit too long, and that was the kill against Falstad that they needed. And we have by now an experience lead in the hands of Virtus.pro. So, sorry, in this of the Sandwich Monkeys. They have the level 7 faster. They're actually playing this quite nicely. They're starting to move in against Tassadar right now. Yeah, Tassadar over here with now also Carla's Embrace using that already. Sportbilly is eliminated. So 1 kill against 2 kills, level 7 on both sides. No altar announced yet, and we have in this case the Ghastly Reach taken. Double altar event now as the second one. We have, of course, besides that, also Unstable Poison for the wave clear, Battle Momentum for Diablo, follow through Searing Attacks, and the Echo of Heaven. And the teams, are they going to go for the trade, or are we going to see one of them actually channeling both? Sylvanas is starting to rotate from the bottom. Uh-oh, Leoric gets a lot of damage here. Needs to be careful to the right side. Stier is starting to go in. Altar spawns in a couple of seconds here. He's getting ready. Channel to the left side. Lunan is channeling. Over here, Stier is trying to do the same thing. Can they chain lightning him out of it? No, yes, they can. They can, and they got the shots fired. So they have one of the altars already taken. Lunan tries to heal the team, but they're too low. They're too low. They might even lose Neon here. I highly doubt that they are going to be able to fight for the second altar as well. The shots have already been fired, but yeah, in this case, the Sandwich Monkeys at least get 1 barrage as well. Mid lane pressure here but already the hits against the core. In the middle of the map though, we're still seeing the slight experience coming to play for the Sandwich Monkeys. Level 8 and a bit, and they rotate to the lanes again to get that lead established and make sure that they maybe hit 10 just a tiny bit faster. Could give them a lead in the fight over one of those shrines, but for now it's still a bit of an advantage that we're seeing for Virtus Pro overall when it comes to the core damage. 36 against 32. Down to the bottom of the map, we have again Power of Dream and Lunan in position here now. But yeah, Snow already there. The Snow on the pick here, of course, in one of those situations when he hits one of the Storm Balls and has some follow-up damage. That really works for them. The problem is just these constant rotations that we're seeing from Virtus Pro, which gives them safety in numbers, just because they always move with at least 4 to 3 heroes on the map. But they don't have anybody up at the top lane to actually soak this wave. They are sending Thrall over now, but they lose the tower once more. And I don't think that Thrall is going to be able to really give Styr a lot of trouble. Sends the Wolf in. Barrel Wall is a bit late. Oh, Diablo! Yeah, well, that is a bit too much. Diablo comes in. He was trying to dodge the Frostbolt there, but that didn't work. And now another kill against Falstad. Lunan over here with a bit of pressure play. Great kills, actually, for Virtus Pro. I mean, once again, they are very aggressive here in the way that they move on the map. They have 3 kills against 1. And we're seeing them also going for one camp after another. They're very close to level 10 too, but it still heads a bit faster for the team in red. So they're seeing them now with, again, Avatar. The altar is spawning, and it's actually a double altar event once again. The 2 down to the bottom of the map are currently being activated. And that, of course, is potentially 6 damage for one of the teams. They're seeing in the mid lane still BKB and Styr moving around to the bottom. Muradin is getting some experience at the top. Sport really helping out too. Apocalypse has been taken. And here come the altars in another 7 seconds. Wailing Arrow and Sundering and Apocalypse are going to be great talents, not only for zoning, but also, of course, for just like getting maybe a snipe in there if they do that successfully. We have Entomb as well. Toxical already here. Gets channeled out down to the bot lane. We're seeing Lunan trying the altar as well. He's going to get this one for sure. Nice. Good job by actually Virtus Pro. Again, Sefkaja moving away. Sundering, Apocalypse all in play. Leoric about to die. Gets a shield and moves away. Here comes the Hyperion. They need to channel that altar though. Going for the kills is only going to help you so much, and it is apparently going to be an even trade between them. Toxical was trying to go for a Chain Lightning. BKB actually for a second interrupted, but the shots are fired. 4 hits once again, and it's 32 against 28 on the core now. We have everybody welling up again, and the teams are very cautious here, but once again, Virtus Pro, they move in from all angles, trying to go for Leoric. They nearly kill him, the strafe on Vala, with serious damage, but not enough to drop one of these heroes. And again, the move into the mid lane and the top. Snow is attempting to get the extra experience for his team to establish lead for them. They only are 4 core points ahead, and that's nothing. If you in the later stage of the game, the cooldowns and the death timers are a little bit longer, are able to eliminate a couple of heroes and are also taking a few more towers, 1 and 2 altars can change the entire course of the game. And let's not forget about the boss itself. If you defeat him, 4 shots are immediately being launched at the enemy's core. Very important as well. Bot lane pressure again, this time by the Sandwich Monkeys. They go for Diablo. Nice Entomb, a really good one. But the Stasis is activated as we are seeing the Charism all coming into play. The Divine Palm saves Diablo, and he's moving away for now. So actually very nice attempts from Team Sandwich Monkeys as well, trying to isolate a hero. With those great Entombs that we're seeing from BKB, this is really working out for them. The problem is they just don't have that follow-up damage immediately ready when they need it. And when they do, then there's always Charism around to just simply jump in and hit a Divine Palm, which we've just seen on Diablo. And on top of all of it, Diablo has, of course, all the souls that he needs, so he's going to be in a position where he's going to be back after a couple of seconds anyways, especially with Devil's Due taken as a talent on level 1. Looking at the builds here once again, I mean, we have very few surprises here. Revolution Overdrive after Focused Attack and Give Me More for Reyna. He, of course, has to be careful since there's a lot of stun available on the opponent's team with the Apocalypse, with the Silence, with also the Sundering on Thrall. But besides that, we're seeing now once again, oh, they're actually like done in a few seconds. We're seeing once again in terms of like damage, Reyna, of course, rocking the charts here. 19,000, pretty impressive. Vala with the multi-shot build is a bit ahead with 23,000, but besides that, when it comes to single target damage, Reyna is the one to really watch out for. Up to the top lane, Styr now also attempting, of course, to push this lane again. He's been the punching ball of Team Virtus Pro so far. 2 kills against him, and especially Thrall and also, of course, good old Diablo are giving him a pretty tough time. Another altar on the map, and this is now a single altar on the map. And yes, this is going to be super interesting how the teams are going to play this now. Leoric in the mid lane had to Wraith walk away from 2 heroes. Muradin is trying to zone a little bit. Down here, all of the walls have been eliminated, meaning more experience for the Sandwich Monkey, aka level 13. So with that, they have Relentless Leader, great talent actually if you're going up against this many stuns. So it gives Reyna a bit more safety, especially against the Diablo charge. It's a great talent to take if you know that you're going to be stunned a couple of times. And they just give it up. They don't even go for the channel. They're just saying like, hey, we don't have level 13 talents anyways. There's no way we can actually contest this. So just wait for now. 3 shots. Falset at the top lane has died again, but down to the bottom. Neon is... Oh, Divine Palm! Is he going to get away? They're trying to go for him again. BKB moves in, but a nice vault saves Bala. Very well played. I'm liking it. They get the level 13 talent now too with a frost shot here taken. Having Grace of Air, Firestorm, the Evasive Fire, and Relentless. It's trade in altars or in towers. One at the top claimed by the blue team now. The one at the bot lane has been claimed by the red team. Experience, we have a slight lead actually by now for Virtus Pro. So they're doing fairly well with that. And this is actually like a pretty cool game so far. I mean, now it's 28 against 28 hit points on the core, thanks to the altar that was just channeled at the bot lane. Falset is trying to claim that tower back. It's not going to be easy for him solo, but in the mid lane, we're having 4 heroes going up against 4. Thrall actually the one is going to move down to the bot lane to do the exact same thing over here. So it might just be another trade that we are going to witness. But the mid lane towers are being pressured once more, and that's experience that the Sandwich Monkeys want to have. They are in the lead. They have the 1-0 in this best of 3. One map is all they need to claim victory here and get even farther ahead in the standings. Bot lane has been captured, so that tower has been eliminated. They have 5 versus 3 now, but Falstad at the top is claiming or reclaiming the one that has been taken a little bit earlier. The teams are both now on level 15, and they won't be ready with 16 anytime soon, but it's 2 altars up at the top. It looks a little bit like they're attempting to maybe go for a bit of a snipe, but Sportbilly with the Oracle was already looking at the position here. They go for the camp, and they get it, but Tacita is in trouble, moves away. BKB, they're going for the fight. Falset is at the top. Falset could take one of those altars. The kills down at the bot lane don't mean anything if Falset channels, but Falset moves in, pushes them in. They're trying to go for Neon. Once again, Divine Palm saving him. Leoric is dead though. Styr moves away, and we have the kill against Tacita most likely. Tacita tries to get away. Oh my god, and with Brassians is actually able to survive. Thrall is down though. It's a kill for a kill. Reyna survives. Falstad is still there, is trying to go for Lunan and gets him! Power of Dream puts him in again! I can't believe that Styr did just not simply go for those 2 orders at the top. Instead, he's trying to get the kills, and they kill Vala! Oh my god, they have 16 already! And they're attempting to get Power of Dream now. He dodges the hammer time, but he is going to fall. Is of course back within a few seconds, and now with 4 heroes down, they're not even wasting time with those altars. First of all, they're going to drop another one of the towers here, and then they're going to get 5 hits out of every single altar. Sportbill has to cancel for a second. That was a mistake. That was a mistake here. Only 4 shots fired. Half a second later, and that would have been 5. Mistake by Sportbilly here. Might not matter at all, but it could actually, this could actually decide over victory or loss in such a situation. At this point, it doesn't matter just yet, but let's see how this is going to turn out in the later stages. They could have dropped the core to 18 points without any problems whatsoever. Now it's only 19, so a bit of a miscalculation on the side of Tacita, but still, of course, an amazing spot here for the Sandwich Monkeys to be in. I mean, there's no doubt about that. They've been able to not only get all those kills in, 5 against 5 at this point, but also at the perfect time to channel 2 altars, 16 versus 16 talents now, with a bullseye for Reyna. We're seeing Stone Form. We have now also Cold Embrace, Imposing Presence, Tempest Fury. Especially, of course, when we're talking about Diablo, he needs that Imposing Presence since he's the only tank in the game. They're moving in from behind. They're trying to go for the kill. Again, the slow, thanks to the Mighty Gust. But here comes the Sundering. The kill against ADRD. Great silence. Could trigger nothing. No heals. They go for Styr. But again, Diablo is not able to throw him in. They are trapped for now. But it's a 5 versus 4 still. BKB will have to move away here, and he's too slow. He gets eliminated now too, and this is Virtus Pro carrying some momentum in this game to drop another tower. Currently it's again 4 versus 4 towers. They drop this one. It's going to be 5 versus 3, but there's no altar on the map that has been channeled. They're moving to the top now though. More experience again for Virtus Pro. It's their map choice. They went for Towers of Doom. It's their choice of maps, and they're going in again to drop another tower. And right now we're having an altar announced at the bottom of the map, so they can go straight for it. Still 2 heroes dead. Stier and Snow are trying to reclaim at least the one in the middle, but they will have to move to the bot lane and try to fight at the altar if they want to get something out of this. If not, then they're going to at least suffer 4 damage points on their core, which they can actually tolerate at this point. They're not actually like quite far ahead. But still, Neon is already about to be there. ADRD is starting to move in up at the top lane. We still have Falstad not showing himself yet, though. Rotations from the teams, you can see it on the minimap. Everybody's just like trying to soak a bit of additional experience, get the ult at the same time, and they are starting to move in right now. Toxical is going to get it. It's going to be 5 hits against the core of the Sandwich Monkeys. 5 hits are coming in, and that's going to drop it down to 23. The fight at the bot lane is still happening, though. Diablo is all the way up at the front, gets silenced, gets also trapped, and Doom is there. Divine Palm has been activated, and Falstad is flying over now. But again, the Storm Bolt, Sundering used, and Apocalypse right afterwards. Leoric about to die again. Great straight from Neon, gets the full duration out and kills Leoric. It's 8 kills against 5 now, but with Power of Dream this low on Diablo, they have to move away anyways, and that's exactly what they're doing. They still control 5 towers on the map against 3, and we have them closer to level 20 than the Sandwich Monkeys. Virtus Pro again in the lead here, as they were on the first map, which eventually they lost. So now the Sandwich Monkeys, can they get a team fight 1 again? Can they make that happen? Sport Billy the entire time just like preloading the shields whenever he gets the opportunity to do that. 41,000 heal on him already, 67,000 on Karazim. In terms of damage, Reyna with 44,000, Vala on 52, and siege damage of course also pretty impressive here, especially on the side of Sylvanas. They're moving over again. Leoric getting out of harm's way in this case. At the top lane, Falstad is claiming the last temple. Both of the teams heading into level 20 now. And with the Storm talents already available on the side of Team Virtus Pro, we're seeing them with a triple ball of the Storm and the Lord of Terror taken for the survivability of Power of Dream. Going up against the Nexus Frenzy on Reyna for the massive damage output against Leoric. Sundering again. Apocalypse isn't ready yet though. They're moving away once more, and it's a triple altar that spawns on the map now. 5 of those towers are in the hands of Virtus Pro. Only 3 in the hands of their opponent, and they are starting to move on the map. Diablo is at the bot lane. He could try and go for the channel, but they need of a tank. They need that tank. Toxic is already there, trying to check the bush. He's getting flanked though, blinks away within the last moment here. Great move on his part. They're going in again. Falstad is at the bot lane. He's not flying in just yet. The channel of Lunan at the left side. Apocalypse is there. Apocalypse being used, and here come the 5 shots against the core. Great play here on the side of Lunan and his team, but it results in Neon and Sefkasha being extremely low, and that Hyperion! Divine Palm again! Karazim is so damn good with these palms. The timings are perfect through the entire game. Lunan with great play. Diablo dead back in 4 seconds, but still Thrall eliminated. Can they move someone down to the bot lane to channel another altar? It's 16-10 against 15 points on the core right now. There's 1 more altar available. They already channeled 1, but they only have 3 of course. They need to go to the bot lane, but it's a 5 versus 4. There's ADRD. They're going up against Neon already. We have the damage put into play. Nearly the kill against Tassadar, but he has his Prescience still up. They're pushing them back, and the channel is happening. That's another 3 points fired against Virtus Pro. They're down to 14 right now. Sorry, 13. 13 points against 18. 20 versus 20, and they reclaim the tower to the right side of the map. At the same time, though, Experience up at the top, pushing the lanes back again, getting a bit of additional vision. Looking at the damage here once more. Leoric, of course, in this case, has also quite a bit of siege damage, 72,000, but he can't really top what we are seeing for Falstad. 114,000 is actually very impressive in siege damage for the bird, considering that, yeah, well, even with Unstable Poison, Sylvanas is only at the same amount, so she didn't even get far ahead in this case. We're having 64,000 hero damage, by the way, by now on Vala. Those multi-shots, of course, are always hitting, and they are hitting hard. The boss is still on the map, has not been taken once yet. That's 4 additional shots that you can get if you claim it, and they apparently try to sneak it, are they? No, they're not. They're just waiting. They're trying to set a bit of a trap. They're moving to the top. Talents here. Epic Mount on Falstad. Double Hardened Shield. Oh, Falstad. Wow. Gets away without Epic Mount. He would have died for sure here. They get the tower. But yeah, that was a great save here in the last moment possible for him. Camps are taken all over the map right now. The teams know that one team wipe could result in them losing the game. At this point, it's getting really tricky, especially, of course, with Virtus.pro always moving in and claiming tower after tower. If they get a triple event, then they would bring their opponent to the brink of defeat. But with only 13 points on the core left, it's really tricky right now for Virtus.pro as well. The Sandwich Monkeys are strong here, and they know it. Boss is being attacked, and they get the 4 shots. And suddenly, it's 13 against only 14. The shots are hitting, and it's 3 temples on the map right now. The problem is that we are seeing the Sandwich Monkeys with 3 altars, 5 altars, sorry, not 3 altars, with 5 of those towers. That means if they get every single one of them, then they win the game right there. They can win the game right there, and the altars are going to be back in another 4 seconds. Uh-oh, this is a tricky spot right now. Sandwich Monkeys, they could finish the game here. They're starting to move in, and we have Snow already moving in with the Avatar, trying to drop them out. Hyperion has been used, Lunarn is in. They're starting to channel. BKB is nearly having that through. Apocalypse is interrupting him though. Stier is going for it. Are they going to get the triple event? The kill potentially. A BKB about to channel, to interrupt it. Actually, there's the 5 shots fired. 5 shots fired already. They're going in. Power of Dream is about to die. Even the Divine Palm can't save him here. He is dead. 8 points on the core. They are channeling the next one, and they're going to get it. That's another 5 shots, and now it's only the battle for the bot lane. 1 more altar. They get all of it. Nope, they don't get all of it. Here we go. They're starting to move in. 3 against 11, and the fight is still ongoing. Thrall was the one channeling the altar at the bottom. They got him. Charism is dead. Virtus.pro is in trouble. The Sandwich Monkeys fly in again. They isolate Sefkaja. They're trying to go for it. They might be able to somehow interrupt it, but no, they instead just simply go for the bot lane to claim another one, another kill here. They go for Diablo once again, and this time he's not going to be back. This time he's dead for the entire duration. 10 kills against 8. Great play here. Sylvanas is now moving away to only 3 points on that core against 11. 1 boss is all they need. Getting a few of those towers could also do the trick here, of course, especially since they're now also claiming those thingies. Mercenaries, exactly. The Mercenaries can, of course, help out with that too. They would go straight for the core here. They go for it. They move in. They can't get those hits in right now. Here come the Mercenaries. The GG is already called. They won't be able to deny it. Mercenaries are starting to make their way. No, they're not. Sundering is actually going in. Another wave is hitting. It's not over just yet, but it's looking pretty bad for them. Down goes Thrall. 2 points left on the core. And of course, at this point, I mean, all they need is 1 altar. 1 altar, like a couple of shots, something. And with Thrall down for another 50 seconds, how can you come back into this? I don't think you can. If all of these towers are claimed, then of course there's going to be continuous shots against the core of Virtus.pro, and that's exactly what they're aiming for right now. They know that they need it only for a short duration in time. The altar spawns, and all that they have to do is set Falstad on the altar and rotate the rest to the top and claim this one. That's the only thing that they have to do. Boss, by the way, is going to be down for another 2 minutes, and they go for it. Falstad is here. There's 2 heroes down. This has to be game. This has to be it. At the bot lane, they're trying to go for it. 9 seconds. They go for the tower at the top. This one is being eliminated, and now Falstad is just waiting here. He has Mighty Gust. He can push them back. They're going instead straight up to the top to take the camp, and this camp can, of course, hurt the core as well if there's no structure left, and that's what they're currently hoping for. The altar, on the other hand, is getting channeled right now. They only have 2 of those towers. That doesn't really help them. No, they don't even they aren't even able to channel it through. Falstad is there, interrupts them with a Mighty Gust. Top has been taken. They can push that in. There's so much pressure right now on Virtus.pro, but they have Thrall back and they're trying to go in. Leoric, on the other hand, is trying to push at the top with a Mercenary cap. Spawn Meter is about to die. Here comes the Apocalypse that is being used instantly. And once again, Strafe being pushed as well. But over here, this is going to be the end, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be game. No, it's not. Yes, it is. There they are, the 2 hits, and it is over. A 2-0 victory at the final for the Sandwich Monkeys. GG, and well played. They win the qualifier for the Enter the Storm number 4.
And that is it, everybody. GG and well played.
the game's over, and therefore also the video for today here on Khaldor TV. We had another great Heroes of the Storm match, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Also hope that you enjoyed the commentary, of course. So thank you very much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up on YouTube. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to Khaldor TV yet, you should definitely hit that sub button as well. If you have some friends that like Heroes of the Storm, then definitely make sure that you show them the channel and also the video. There's a lot more where that came from. We're going to have like continuous content throughout the next few weeks with more Heroes of the Storm matches played, not only on the European server, but also on the North American server, in tournaments, in leagues, and more than that. So guys, once again, thank you very much for tuning in today. I hope that you had some fun. It was a pleasure casting for you. And I'm going to see you next time with even more videos here on the channel. So have a great day and see you soon. Bye-bye.